Is Bitcoin really doomed? Everyone is trying to predict where Bitcoin is heading for in the next couple months, but even a crystal ball couldn't have foreseen the recent roller coaster of a ride. Crypto investors have been reeling from losses over the last few months. While the market has been on a gradual decline ever since its boom in 2001, things have gone from bad to worse off lately, particularly over the last couple of weeks. What is next for Bitcoin? How can you use the fall to your advantage? Welcome to Front Page Crypto, where everything we do is driven by crypto. Make sure to stick till the end of the video, as we have a lot to cover. Let's get started. Bitcoin briefly dropped below $20,000 on Monday, as investors dumped risk assets after the Federal Reserve affirmed its commitment to an aggressive tightening path. According to the Coinmetrics data, the biggest digital currency in the world fell 5% from Friday's close to overnight hit an intraday low of $19,526,000, a level not seen since July 13. Also, Ether fell to $1,423, its lowest point in a month, as other significant digital tokens also experienced a sell-off. A single Bitcoin last traded for $20,266 coincided with the sharp decline in the cryptocurrency prices. There was also a significant sell-off in American stocks, which was brought on by Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's stern pledge to stop inflation during a speech in Jackson Hole, after Powell stated that he anticipated the central bank to keep raising interest rates in a way that will cause some pain to the American economy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 1,000 points on Friday. On Monday, stock prices fell once more. Furthermore, Russia's shutdown of the Nord Stream 1 pipeline aided the Bitcoin price decline, which halted gas flow to Europe and spooked the markets. Bitcoin experienced its third consecutive week of decline last week, falling more than 3%. The price of the cryptocurrency has decreased by more than 50% so far this year, and still is below 70% of its November 2016 high of $68,990,000. After escaping its current bear flag pattern, Bitcoin runs the risk of dropping to 15,000 or less in the upcoming weeks. For those who are unfamiliar, bear flags develop when the price settles higher within a parallel, ascending range following a significant downtrend. They usually end when the price falls down to the same depths as the previous downtrend and breaks below the lower trend line. Bitcoin has entered the so-called breakdown stage of its bear flag pattern, with its downside target lurking south of $15,000, as illustrated in the chart above. The prospects of a weaker Bitcoin heading further into 2022 are growing mainly because of a worsening economic backdrop. Stocks, Bitcoin, Ethereum, copper, lumber, and other assets have all significantly underperformed cash in 2022. Given that the Federal Reserve intends to keep up its rate hiking campaign, as stated by Jerome Powell at the most recent Jackson Hole symposium, this trend might persist. The price of the top cryptocurrency pair, Bitcoin to USD, has fallen from $20,000 to $18,750,000, signaling a bearish trend. The triple bottom support level of $19,053 was violated by the Bitcoin to USD on the daily time frame. The bearish engulfing candle, closing below the $19,053 mark, has the potential to fuel more bearish trends in Bitcoin. As we can see, the Bitcoin USD pair has broken the lower side of a symmetrical triangle pattern, indicating a strong bias towards selling among investors. On the downside, the $17,685 level serves as the Bitcoin USD pair's immediate support, and a breakdown of this level may allow for a further selling up to the $16,450 levels. It's likely to be challenging for Bitcoin to retake $20,000 unless it breaks above the $19,500 resistance level. A surge in Bitcoin demand can slice through $19,500 level, and the Bitcoin price can surge towards the $21,900,000 or $22,425,000 resistance levels. The principle of buy the dip is based on an assumption prices drops are temporary aberrations that correct themselves over time. Dip buyers aim to take advantage of dips by purchasing at a relative discount and profiting when prices rise once more. It's risky to purchase cryptocurrencies at any price, let alone at one that may turn out to be a long-term trend. Due to the volatility of cryptocurrency markets, prices might go back where they were, but they also might drop even more, leaving your investments in the red. If history is any indication, this dip or crash, depending on your point of view, may recover as it did the year before, when prices dropped to a similar level before rising to its pre-dip levels and even peaking in the fall. Naturally though, they might not. In particular, Bitcoin prices have up until now demonstrated some seasonality, appearing to decline in value to varying degrees in the spring before rising again in early summer. Past performance, however, is not a guarantee of future outcomes, as it's true of all investments, let alone those made in the unpredictable world of cryptocurrencies. It is advised to those committed to buying the dip to decide on a set amount of money that they're comfortable with using to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum each month, and not to worry too much about what happens to the prices over the next 2 years. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, first used a diamond hands emoji to indicate almost a year ago that the company would hold its cryptocurrency. On Wednesday, Tesla disclosed in its quarterly earnings report that it had sold 75% of its Bitcoin holdings. The company now reports that it has sold the majority of its Bitcoin holdings for $963 million, bringing the value of its remaining digital assets to $218 million in the midst of what has been dubbed as the crypto winter. The Tesla CEO pleaded for caution, saying the decision should not be taken as some verdict on Bitcoin, and that the company is open to boosting its holdings of cryptocurrencies in the future. Tesla had said in February, filing with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, that it may increase or decrease its holding of digital assets at any time based on the needs of the business and on our view of the market and environmental conditions. In the hours following the earnings call, Bitcoin prices has slightly dropped from $23,750,000 by about 2% and is currently valued close to $23,270,000. The most important thing to keep in mind when dealing with high-risk assets is to always do your own research and keep the risks in mind. Keep your investments small and never put crypto investments over any other financial goals like saving for retirement and paying off high interest debt. What do you think will be the value of Bitcoin in the near future? Make sure to let us know your thoughts below. Subscribe to the channel as a sacrifice to the gods of the algorithm, and thanks for watching.